Good morning, students. Welcome to our second class for Design and Technology, Grade 8. So today we are going to see the chapter Anthropometrics. So last week we have seen ergonomics. This form parts of ergonomic, but anthropometric is one field of ergonomic that deals with body measurements and human beings. Anthropometrics uses body sizes to improve the ergonomic in products, systems, and environment. It contributes in making a product that is easy to use, safe, and comfortable. So as for ergonomic, it caters for safety, the ease of use, and the comfort of products. But we deal with the body measurement. So anthropometry is the systematic measurement of the physical properties of the human body. So before we design, we measure the body to make sure that the product we're going to make fits the body sizes. So measurement like the eye height, the distance from the floor to a person's eye, though can be taken sitting or standing. So we measure the distance of the eyesight when the person is sitting in a sitting position and when he is in a standing position to see the maximum and minimum eyesight he has. So what is the importance of anthropometrics? So anthropometry plays an important role in the design of product and service, as we have seen. So the product is fit for use for many people. There is an increased level of safety when we apply anthropometric data. It contributes in bringing comfort to a product. Eventually, it leads to higher efficiency in work. So this is the importance of anthropometrics. So this is a symbol we see very often. As we call it, en français on le dit l'homme de Vitruve, designed by um, Leonardo da Vinci, who studies the body movement. For instance, one example where we apply anthropometry to find the dimension of a chair that will be used for different people. So we will require some measurements. This is called anthropometric data. So you have a figure, you can find it also in your book, where a person is sitting. So when a person is sitting, so there are some main dimensions that must be considered for the person to be comfortable and for the chair to be efficient. So for example, the height of the seat will be determined by the height of the legs of the person, the backrest also. The height of the backrest will depend on the back of the person. So every person has a different body size. So a chair may fit to someone, but not to another. So the overall size of a body is very important. The overall height, the popliteal back of the knee is very important. Sitting elbow height, the knee height, buttock to popliteal height, sitting shoulder height, for example. These are some essential dimensions we measure when we deal with anthropometry. So to resume, we can say that anthropometric studies the body movement to design products. Okay, because our body is limited in its movement. Not all movement are possible for the human body. So we must study what we can do and cannot do to design products. So, for example, we study the anthropometry of the hand. So the size, how the finger moves, when we close our fingers, what is the shape of the hand, what is the side of the hand when it is closed, when open. So what are the movement I can do? So why do we study these movements? To be able to design, for example, handles, grips. Okay, so to make sure that when we use a handle, it is comfortable for the user, safe also for the user. For when designing tools, for example, the handles of tools, it is important to know how a hand works, how a hand moves. So anthropometric is also very important when designing clothes for people. Designers have to create a range of clothes for different sizes of people. The average dimension of chest and length of people of size small, medium, and large are shown in the figure below. So, for example, we have sizes of t-shirt. For example, we measure the chest and the length of the t-shirt. This determine the size of the t-shirt. Small, for example, the chest is 48 centimeter and the length is 70 centimeters. So it varies depending on countries, because all countries do not have the people of all countries do not have the same body size. For example, European people are very tall in size. Uh, Generally, Asian people have average smaller average size. To fix a door handle at an appropriate height, we must first of all study the average arm height capacity of a maximum of people in different situations. Uh, for example, a woman, a man, and a child will not have the same body size, and the average height of the which the hand can reach vary depending on the people. So human dimensions vary from one person to another. So anthropometric data for a range of people must be considered when designing products. The data of average women dimension will vary according to the gender, the age of the people, and different races of people. As I said, in different countries we have different body size, average body size. So, for example, when choosing to put a door handle at a certain height, we must study the maximum reaching height of a maximum of people, the average reaching height, uh, to be make sure that everybody can reach the door handle, not too low and not too high. Same in a kitchen, for example. um, to calculate the height of the kitchen counter, the kitchen stove, the extractor, the where to put the microwave and the oven. So all these are determined depending on the capacity of the people to move in the kitchen. So the same requirements are needed. So where to put home appliances depend on the height of the people, the maximum reaching capacity of the people. So the hand level, the maximum height a hand can reach, the minimum I can bend to reach something. So this is a schematic picture which shows, for example, the universal accessibility to exit. So we have, when you look at the door handle is very long, starting from very high to very low, to make sure that everyone can reach the door handle. So this is a has been studied to according to the anthropometric data of people. So having going through these explanation about anthropometry, we're going to make an activity, okay, about anthropometry. So, with the help of your parent or brother or sister, whatever, you can study and measure the your body parts. For example, from your knees to your to the floor. So, what is the dimension? The dimension of your forehand, of your arm, of your head. So measure and state what are these dimensions. You can also measure dimensions of your the anthropometric data of your parents. You will see that it is very different. So second activity, find out what is the maximum height that your hand can reach. When you lift up your hand, so what is the maximum height you can reach? And third activity, so the picture shows a classic wooden chair. So the design of the chair has to be modified to add armrest on both sides. So by studying anthropometric data, determine the appropriate height to place the armrest. So to what height do you think the armrest should be from the floor to the armrest? So this is a small activity you can do. You can play with it with your parents, and you can send it back for through the same channel. So this is it, and we will be back to school for the next class.